What does growth mean to you? Oftentimes we get so hung up on achieving certain things or becoming a certain thing or being a certain thing, and we focus on all of these concepts or choices that we could be making instead of actually making the choice to head in the direction that we want to go. Oftentimes, it's easier to project future instances onto what we want to achieve than it is to put in the effort and the work to do that. Sometimes we are easily distracted by everything that's going on and we forget that there is an end goal in mind, that ultimately we're trying to achieve something and create something that's lasting. And often we get to explore that as we grow, as we expand into new areas in our life. And when we find ourselves on new roads, a lot of times it can be uncomfortable and we want to fall back into old patterns, old processes, old habits. It's easy to get drawn back into these things because it's what we knew. Even as we grow, it's things we fall back into because they're comfortable. They're things we know, they're things we're comfortable in doing, they're things that we've done before. Oftentimes, when we're growing, the new things are scary. The new things are different. The new things make you question yourself. And when we question ourselves, we come from a place of self judgment that we're not good enough, that we should be doing something more, we should be doing something better. We get so hung up on all of the things that we have to create this little checkbox on. And when we do that, we neglect the aspect of living in the moment. We neglect our chance to explore what's happening right now. And when we're growing, we get to fail. That really is part of growth. If you haven't failed, you haven't stepped outside of your comfort zone. You haven't tried something new. So when you're doing something new and you fail, you can look at it multiple ways. You can say, I failed, I'm a failure. Or you can say, I failed, I know that way won't work, I'm going to try something different. It's not complicated, but we tend to make it so. We want it to be complicated so that it doesn't have to be seen as, well, we could have just done this thing differently and everything would have been fine. And we can project that later back into our past, saying, well, if I would have done this, then I would be here now. Not realizing that if we did now what we know to do now, we will get to the point we're trying to get to. It won't happen maybe as quick as we wanted. It won't happen maybe the same way we thought it would. But it will continue to be part of our growth. Each time you step out on a limb that you haven't tested before, you're weighing it to see if it can handle the weight of what you are trying to do. And if it's not, and the branch breaks, then you have the opportunity at that time to fall and then get back up and test out another branch. Hopefully you're not falling from 30 feet or something, because then you'll have some healing to do before you can try to test out another branch. So hopefully you take a little time to consider that as well. But the premise still remains. It's always scary to do something you haven't done. It's always scary to step out of your comfort zone. It's always somewhat of a high when you step out of your comfort zone, you do something new, and you actually win at it. You actually find success. You actually find enjoyment in it. And that is possible too. And so many times we get caught up in the potential failures that we forget that there's also potential successes that can happen in those moments. And when we have those successes in ways and in new places that we've never tried, we really get to enjoy our life even more because not only have we stepped out in a new way, we're exploring new things and finding new things that we're good at. And even when we fail, because we're going to keep getting up, we're going to keep growing, and we're going to keep exploring new ways of doing things. We are going to find new ways that work. We're going to find new ways that don't. We're going to get to enjoy our life for everything that it is. So I encourage you, if you're on the fence about something that you've never done but you've always wanted to try, maybe recording things and putting them on YouTube. Maybe you're going to explore some songwriting. Maybe you'll write a book too. Maybe you'll just step out and talk to somebody, maybe a neighbor, maybe a friend you haven't talked to in a while, and see what they're up to. Maybe you'll try that new hobby you've always wanted to do. Maybe you're candle waxing or making candles. Maybe you do some bonsai. I enjoy that as well. Maybe you just enjoy your life, your family. Maybe you find that new job that provides meaning. I would encourage you, as much as I talk about growth in this, to explore what has value for you. And when you find something that has value, I would encourage you to try to find ways to incorporate that in your life. If you do something that means something to you, if you do something and it has value to you, if it aligns with what you want to do with your life and who you want to be in your life, then even if nobody ever watches this, even if nobody ever hears your song, even if nobody ever sees what you're capable of in this moment, you will get to enjoy just being there, just doing it, just getting out of your comfort zone. And a lot of times, what you will find, I certainly have, is the more I put out stuff like this, the more I engage with people, the more conversations I have, the more people I meet, the more people resonate with what I have to say. We all want connection. We all want growth on some front. Just a lot of times we are scared to move in a new direction. We're scared because it's new. And it's obviously going to be something that we're not anticipating moving in the most fluid flow. But we have the opportunity in that moment, in that new growth, to find new ways to make ourselves more joyful, more authentic. We get to uncover more of the things that we've buried down as we face the fear and growth. We get to explore what really is valuable in our life, what we find true, and what really resonates with us. We get to explore that in our life. And we get to grow from that. And when we grow, we get to enjoy life. We get to laugh. We get to look at a guy on a podcast and say, he's lost his mind. Or maybe we say, this makes sense. Or maybe it's, I can't believe this guy actually had the nerve to get on here and say this. Or maybe you think I'm absolutely wrong. You're entitled to whatever opinion, perspective you want to have. It doesn't make a difference whether I'm here to solve your problem. I can't. I can't. I'm not here to solve it. I'm just ruining that pipe dream for you. But what I am here to do is encourage you to explore what life truly means to you and get true with your values and what your values really are in this life. And if you haven't checked out my book, I'd encourage you to do that as well. I have a website, derrickhendersonauthor.com. You can check out the book. You can find links to all my socials. And I'd love to hear some comments. I'd love for you to comment on this post. Love for you to follow me on Facebook or Instagram. And I encourage the conversation because we really need more people that are true to their own values, living in their own authenticity. And when we do that, we grow together. Even if we disagree, we grow together because we are doing things in line with our own values. And that is how you truly grow. So I hope this was helpful. I love getting to do this. It's awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.